Good evening and welcome to this special edition of Cronkite News. I'm Rebecca WINN. Thanks for joining us. Over the next half hour, we are going to explore some of the issues and trends in sports in Arizona. We begin with the growth of fitness here in the Valley. According to a Wall Street Journal analysis of MapMyFitness data, Arizona is the 5th most active state when it comes to how much we work out per week. From cycling to running to hiking, Arizonans take advantage of the outdoors.
The Runner's Den in Phoenix has been serving all types of runners since 1978, and the sport continues to grow in popularity. Nate Wallach, whose family owns the shop, has noticed a growth in business.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely seeing a big increase of the variety of runners we're getting in here. So as the sport evolves, we do get to see more different types of people.
Running has grown in Arizona and across the country. According to runningusa.org, there were over 18 million finishers in U.S. running events during 2014, which is a 5 million person bump from 2010. The Runner's Den is not the only Arizona business benefiting from this growth. STARTLINE Racing is a race management company based in Arizona. They time multiple events ranging from 5K runs to Boston qualifiers.
Without the growth of running, my business doesn't live. So we've definitely, when we started in September of 2013, we had 5 races on the books. Today we have over 65. So we pride ourselves on bringing that big race field down to the smaller races. So we've really seen the development of the races from 200 to 500 participants. That's really grown fast the last couple of years.
As running increased in popularity, it required an improvement in how races were timed. This is where Jeff's business made a change.
It used to be literally you would wait for someone to come through and you would write down their number and their time, or you would tear something off their bib. Now it's all electronic. The computer takes care of everything. It's made my life much better.
Crane's company recently timed Rivalry Rage, a 5K run co-owned by Ann Margetts and Jennifer SEAMONS. The race's goal is to promote college football rivalries like the race on November 21st, where runners represented both the University of Arizona and Arizona State.
Yellow and red. Yellow and red.
So last year, this same event had almost 200 participants, and it's about doubled this year.
Themed running events, such as Rivalry Rage and the Color Run, where runners go through colored powder, have seen impressive growth. According to Running USA, 60% of people who partake in the Color Run have never experienced a 5K. Nate believes the overall growth in running is due to ease of access.
Everyone kind of grows up running in some regard, whether it's running around the playgrounds, involved in some other sport. Maybe someone grows up playing soccer, and so they do a lot of running involved with that. When you break it down, a pair of shoes is a lot cheaper than paying the monthly fee for a gym, stuff like that. So anyone can put on a pair of shoes, head outside, and pound the pavement for a little while.
Running USA estimated that non-traditional running events accounted for 4 million participants, compared to the 2.5 million finishers in both marathons and half marathons combined. And the number of non-traditional races continues to grow. In Phoenix, I'm Allison Cummings, Cronkite News.
With 40 trailheads and counting, Phoenix has become a premier hiking destination in the Southwest. Recently, a surge in health and wellness has trails seeing a major increase in use. Jim BUYENS is the president of a hiking club based at North Mountain, and he's seen this spike in popularity firsthand.
I don't think we ever had 60 members before, and now we're up to 113. So, that's something I've been working on. We never had as many as 52 hikes before either, and so 75 is pretty good growth. But people keep coming out. But they keep building more trails. And seems there seems to be a pretty solid belief that it encourages tourism, and it's worth the investment to build the trails.
With over 30,000 acres of mountain preserve to oversee and more trails on the way, the city of Phoenix is taking notice of the recent hiking trend.
I think I can say, I've been working in the natural resource area for almost 30 years now, primarily in trails and mountain parks, and I think, over the last several years, I've seen the amount of use on the trails continue to grow.
According to Greg Bach of the City of Phoenix Parks and Recreation Department, over 15 million people hiked city trails in 2014, with 750,000 of them doing it here at Camelback Mountain. With this increase in participation comes new challenges for city employees, especially the park rangers.
We're having more and more people coming out in the middle of summer When we used to have maybe 4 or 5 cars at a parking lot in the middle of summer in the afternoon, now we see more than a dozen. And that's a huge jump. And a lot of people coming out, maybe more people coming out early, thinking they're going to get in before the heat hits, and they just don't understand how quickly it heats up. So we're having more and more incidents and injuries related to that as well.
In an effort to educate hikers and promote safety, the City of Phoenix is introducing a brand new campaign to get the word out.
It's called Take a Hike, Do It Right. And basically it's a lot of those hiking safety messages. It's the same messages that the Rangers have always been involved in telling the public, but we're really trying to package it in a way to kind of put it to the forefront, so we let people know to be prepared for the hike that they're going to take.
Being prepared is a large part of Take a Hike, Do It Right. Know what you're getting into, bring water, bring the proper clothing. We see people hiking in flip-flops or sandals. It just doesn't work. There's a lot out here that you don't want to get your feet into. So dress appropriately, know your limits. A lot of people think, oh, well, it's just the top. It's just a mile to the top, or it's just whatever. Know your limits. If for whatever reason that day you can't do it, no shame. Turn around, go back, do it another day.
Through this campaign and the addition of new trailheads in the Sonoran Mountain Preserve, the city continues to encourage hiking in the valley.
I think it's a great program to be able to get involved in and really get out, get fit, and utilize some of these great resources that we have here in town.
In Phoenix, I'm Brandon Johansson, Cronkite News.
Crawling through filth in a dirty parking lot, doing pull-ups on trees, and running in place.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, aroo!
This isn't punishment. These athletes are training for a Spartan race. And with races that range from 3 miles to marathon distances, this revolution is attracting athletes of all fitness levels.
Yeah, I like to do a lot of these style of races, and I've not done the Spartan one yet, so I'm looking forward to that. It's fun to have different ways to exercise. I enjoy all different kinds, whether it's hiking or being in a gym or this kind of exercise.
The first Spartan race was held in 2010, and in just 5 years, the brand has exploded to hold races in 14 different countries.
More money, more sponsorship, more prize money coming into the sport, and more people are getting interested in both promoting it as well as being involved in the sport, and that's really helped, attract very, very high talent to the races.
In a Spartan race, athletes attack varying obstacles, ranging from the ringer to the fire leap. And if a racer can't complete an obstacle, a penalty of 30 burpees is assessed to the athlete. Burpee is an exercise when an individual drops in a squat position, and while kicking their feet back, they return to the squat position and jump. With these rigorous penalties and challenging obstacles, Spartan racers often help each other to succeed.
I run every race alone, but I don't ever feel like I'm running alone because everybody is there to help somebody. If I get to a wall and I can't get over it, somebody's there to grab a foot and throw me over the wall. Or, I need help picking something up or pulling a sandbag up. If it's too heavy, somebody will grab it and help me with it, and I'll turn around and help them as well.
The physical health benefits from training for a Spartan race are obvious, but some participants believe that their mental health is improving also.
I have PTSD, so it's actually helped me reduce mine. It's not a cure, but knowing that my brothers and sisters and I have a Spartan family besides my group that they're going to go out there and do their first one as well. They're excited about it, and I enjoy helping people.
I've seen a big change in the 2 years that I've met him. Absolutely, it's a soul cleansing event. Whether it's health or mental or stress or just a breakaway, it's something that makes you do you. If you don't do you, the next time you come, you'll be ready to do you because it will break you down and it'll show you that all this other stuff is not important. It's really not. You're important. It'll make you feel like it when you leave, and so will the people here.
But you also need to bring your heart, soul, and your mind, because in anything in life, it's not just a matter of pushing out the push-ups or the pull-ups or the squats or running the miles, but it's how much heart and soul can you put into it? At what point do you give up? And if you have a strong mind, a strong heart and soul, you're going to endure that. You're going to push yourself further than you thought you could.
I signed up for it not knowing what I was getting into, and I was I really was very nervous and petrified when I went out there and didn't know what I was going to get into. And then next thing I know, I saw everybody helping everybody out, and it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be after I got out there.
37 Spartan races will be held across the country in 2016, and participation is growing.
Keep pushing.
Reporting in Scottsdale, Matthew Berner, Cronkite Sports.
Cronkite News is a real newsroom with real stories told by real reporters.
Bringing you the latest in all news, all Arizona.
Live in Yuma.
Live in Globe.
Reporting live in Phoenix.
Live at the Republican headquarters in downtown Phoenix.
Cronkite News directly connects the nation's capital to yours.
While Arizonans anxiously await the outcome.
I spoke to Congresswoman Kirkpatrick.
Live in Washington, D.C., Stephen Hicks, Cronkite News.
Now airing on 8 HD, this is Cronkite News.
Welcome back to the special edition of Cronkite News. According to the Centers for Disease Control, Phoenix earned one of the highest ratings for physical activity in this country. But it's not all outside, and options go far beyond the typical gym membership.
Come on in, it is Friday, TGIF. Let's do this, you guys.
Instead of just offering a run on the treadmill or a bench press, some clubs around the valley are taking a different approach to getting fit. Facilities like Orange Theory, an international chain with 20 locations across Arizona, offer an alternative to big box gyms.
Well, going into your typical commercial gym, you're going in there completely alone. Most people don't have the experience or education or knowledge to be successful using the equipment in those gyms on their own. But when you're coming to Orange Theory Fitness, because you are guided by a fitness professional, you know for sure you're going to be doing it right. Plus, you're pushed quickly through the exercises, so you're getting a lot more done than you tend to get done on your own.
The heart rate monitoring system is vital to the Orange Theory workout. Members are encouraged to have a heart rate percentage of at least 84, or the orange and red zones, for at least 12 minutes. This allows the body to have what Orange Theory calls an afterburn effect, which the company says gives customers an increased metabolic rate for 24 to 36 hours after they leave the studio.
I can feel my body working really hard. I can feel my heart rate going. But when you look up at the screen and you see this graph of all the colors of where your heart is, it really validates what you're feeling.
One thing that separates Orange Theory is its in-studio lighting. The company says the rusty orange light stimulates energy, helping customers achieve their max potential during their workout. Another fitness offering with vibrant lighting is the MADISON Improvement Club. Located on the corner of Indian School Road and 38th Street in Phoenix, the HIP Fitness Center takes a different approach to group sessions.
The Madison is a no judgment zone. So, we don't post up people's scores about, how many calories they burned. Yeah, it's really motivating, but this is more about having fun while you're working out. You know you're gonna get a good workout. Why don't we feel good at the same time?
The fun community feel has rubbed off significantly on new members, especially Mary-Kate O'Brien, who became an instructor after a year of working out at the MADISON Improvement Club.
They knew my name within the third day, and that just makes you feel so good. Them just being like, oh, hey, Mary-Kate. It's oh, you know my name, It's just a good feeling.
So how do large companies keep up with these trendy regimens? Planet Fitness, which was ranked by Forbes as the third best franchise in America in 2014, is developing technology with its equipment supplier, Life Fitness.
They have started to allow us to have access to what's called Life Fitness Connect. So essentially every single piece of our cardio is now going to be Wi-Fi capable.
This means anyone with the Planet Fitness app can track their calorie burning and other stats. Although Planet Fitness has been wildly successful with its business model, franchise owners like Kevin Kelly have taken notice to new trends and added things like a 360 workout.
Where you come in, boom, in 20 minutes you can get an outstanding workout, shower, and be on your way back to work. So that's a service we provide. And that came about because, let's face it, some of our customers wanted that. So we listened to them, and now it's here.
Kelly says Planet Fitness caters to 99% of gym goers. In Phoenix, I'm James Ulrich, Cronkite News.
Some of the biggest trends in sports start at the lowest levels of the game, with youth. Across the country and here in Arizona, youth sports are experiencing an evolution. From a major rule change in the game of soccer to the pressure on kids to dedicate themselves to a single sport year-round.
I can't usually score because usually I score from headers. Makes me feel a little bit angry because that's where I score goals. Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
In November, the U.S. Soccer Federation banned headers from players ages 10 and under. The ruling resolved a case that alleged U.S. Soccer was negligent in treating and monitoring head injuries. There are over 12,000 players under the age of 11 in Arizona that have had to adapt to the rule. The hope is that removing this aspect of the game will reduce head-on collisions and injuries.
The reality is that kids at that age probably shouldn't be doing headers anyway. They should be more focused on things on the field, other aspects, spacing, that kind of thing. They have a lot more other things to worry about than learning how to head the ball.
There's a potential that the kids are going to be harmed or going to be hurt, then I'm all in favor of it, right? Especially at the younger ages. It's not, none of the soccer is worth them having, severe problems as they get older.
It is difficult just in watching a game to say, oh yeah, that head trauma probably is a concussion and that one's not. But every head trauma that's followed by symptoms of headache or dizziness or confusion needs to be treated as a concussion and removed from play. So we say, when in doubt, sit them out.
This right here has always been an illegal play in soccer, me grabbing the ball with my hands. But for players ages 10 and under, all of a sudden, that becomes an illegal play in soccer, and it's something that players and coaches alike are trying to learn to adapt to.
You know, if you look back just recently, they've changed the offside rule in the game of soccer. They've changed the passback rule to the goalkeeper going back in the day. And everybody, when that happened, thought it was going to change the game for the worse, when now it's just a part of the game and everything that everyone's used to. So I think this will just be part of that same process.
I think it's a good thing overall, but as long as there's some sort of dedication to teaching the kids how to do it when they reach that level and do it in a way that's safe, I think everybody wins.
When the kids are of age to begin heading the ball, one of the most crucial steps is making sure they learn the proper technique.
Really, from experience, if you do head the ball with the side of your head or the top of your head, it does hurt. So you kind of know that's a bad thing. And really, the proper technique is to head the ball with the forehead. And I've never had any concerns heading the ball from the forehead. With my forehead, that seems to be the strongest part.
It is often difficult to tell when a concussion occurs during a game. Several of the top-tier clubs in Arizona require that their coaches go through concussion protocol training. But still, it is not a requirement for everybody.
Quite often, parents will come in and coach, and so it's training those people to understand what the symptoms are and what to do about it and the steps to take. So it'll take a considerable effort. As I mentioned, logistics is going to be a tremendous part of this.
As a result of the lawsuit, U.S. Soccer is also trying to limit headers for players ages 11 through 13. The AYSA is still waiting on the specific parameters from the Federation before taking any further steps in implementing that as a safety initiative. In Phoenix, I'm Mauricio Casillas, Cronkite News.
Last 2 years, the state has seen the biggest growth in the nation among states that actually have a NHL team, and it's about third in total.
According to USA Hockey, youth hockey in Arizona has grown nearly 180% since 2010. One reason for the large increase is attributed to the Arizona Coyotes actively trying to introduce the sport to youth in the Valley.
We go out to schools and we take over PE classes for a day and we teach them street hockey, and kids can't tell you how many times they don't know who the Coyotes are, especially the younger ones. When Howler comes, they think he's Baxter. The more and more we've been doing this, when we saw 32,000 kids last year doing that program, and a lot of kids are starting to understand the sport more. They're starting to know who the Coyotes are.
For the first time in Arizona history, a Valley resident is expected to be the #1 overall draft pick in any of the 4 major professional sports. Scottsdale's Austin Matthews is projected to be the #1 pick in this upcoming NHL draft. Matthews is just another example of how far the sport has come in the state.
It's big for us. I got a boy that plays, and I got some friends that have kids that play, and their kids are enjoying it. And obviously Austin Matthews, as being a product of the Valley, it's big for him to be getting drafted high, and it's always exciting.
The number that we have seen in 2 years of growth since ownership has been locked down here is we went from less than 5,000 kids, I think 4,300 kids, somewhere around there, registered in 2 years ago, to 5,200 the following year, to 7,200 this year.
It's not just youth hockey that is seeing an increase in numbers either. Participation in adult hockey between 2013 and 2014 also increased nearly 18%.
Youth hockey has grown significantly the last few years. Adult hockey has grown even more than youth hockey. With the economy picking up here in Phoenix and a lot more people moving to town from the north, adult hockey's really grown. Adults start families, families have kids, and those kids are getting into hockey.
The Arizona Coyotes continue to partner with the 5 ice rinks around the Valley to provide free equipment and lessons to introduce both ice and street hockey to youth and adults. In Phoenix, Rebecca WINN, Cronkite News.
Current college student athletes and coaches grew up differently than the young athletes of today.
When I was younger, I always played soccer, basketball, and baseball.
Football, and running track.
Baseball/softball, basketball, and soccer.
Dance and gymnastics.
Mainly baseball and basketball.
It was a long time ago, so I was your old tomboy. You played soccer, you played baseball, you played football, believe it or not, basketball, pretty much everything.
Like most people of my generation, the first thing you do is you pick up a baseball. But when I grew up, was football in the fall, basketball in the winter, and baseball in the spring.
According to a sports specialization study from UCLA released by the American Medical Society for Sports Medicine, out of 296 NCAA Division I athletes, 88% participated in at least 2 to 3 sports growing up. 70% did not specialize until after the age of 12.
Tennis has always been a sport where you played it at a young age and concentrated on tennis probably since you've been maybe 10 years old. But I think now the other sports are sort of doing the same thing that tennis has done for quite a while. And I'm not necessarily a big advocate of it.
Participation in sports is slowly decreasing every year, and playing multiple sports may not be feasible anymore because of the growth of year-round sports.
It's becoming rare. I think that kids are much better off if they can. And they want to play 2 to 3 sports.
I just think they're just more well-rounded. I think they have a more diverse skill set.
The study also found that single-sport athletes do not have a better chance to make it to elite levels. Specializing could also lead to overuse injuries and burnout.
I think sometimes when you see some of the student athletes that come in that they've been doing the same sports since they're knee high, they're a little burnt out. You can only motivate them so much.
I think sometimes it's ingrained that, you got to play 6-8 hours a day at tennis or 4 hours or whatever it is, which is actually pretty crazy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're doing too much. Absolutely.
The student athletes see the potential value of specializing, but find playing multiple sports was more beneficial for them.
For kids growing up only playing one sport, I think that's really great because you can kind of specialize in that sport, but I think it's great for kids to have the opportunity to play so many different sports, because then I think you kind of get to really choose what you like.
There's so many different things that you can learn. You just learn to be disciplined in every aspect of your athletic ability, and I think playing every sport just really helps you be better at that one sport you may focus on later on.
While there are many reasons the single sport trend may be occurring, a common thought is the pressure kids receive from parents, coaches, and even themselves to focus on getting a college scholarship.
As a coach, it's usually the coach that's saying, no, they need to choose. We have another player that just signed with us who's got a cousin in San Diego, and he's a super stud in baseball and basketball, and the coaches at his school are trying to get him, hey, decide. He's in high school. They're different seasons. You should be able to play both.
In Tempe, I'm Katrina Secchi, Cronkite News.
The Valley has been counting down the days until it hosts the College Football Playoff National Championship game on January 11th at University of Phoenix Stadium. It's the second mega event Phoenix will host in as many years, and there will be plenty for fans and families to do without even needing a ticket to the big game.
The 2016 College Football Playoff National Championship will be played in Glendale on Monday, January 11th. Leading up to the game, downtown Phoenix will play host to Fan Central, a similar setup to that which was used in the days prior to Super Bowl 49 earlier this year.
We will have about 8 blocks of downtown fenced off that'll be activated, and that'll include the convention center where the playoff experience will be. The championship campus will have a number of interactive events, food, beverage, those kinds of things.
Both the College Football Playoff Selection Committee and the Arizona Organizing Committee recognize the success the Verizon Super Bowl experience had during Super Bowl 49. Both will look to implement a similar atmosphere for the visiting fans come January.
Events like this are really life-changing for tourism because this is the kind of publicity for our state that we could never afford to buy. I mean, we can't go out and advertise in hundreds of countries to millions of people, and so people get to have all their eyes on Arizona.
Arizona has become the hotspot for big sporting events with Super Bowl 49 earlier this year, the 2016 College Football Playoff National Championship, and the NCAA Men's Final Four in 2017. Planning all these events in the Valley can be challenging. However, in the end, they prove to be rewarding for the state.
The community has come united, And we're not fighting over who gets what, we're not fighting over anything. We're all united in knowing that this is the best for Arizona and how important it is to get, again, that image of our state out there for the positive, wonderful, welcoming destination that we are.
Even though many of the events that will take place in the downtown area come January draw similarities to the Super Bowl Central, the state will still pull in a different demographic for the championship campus.
You'll see some noticeable differences. This is a college event, and it's going to have a college environment, college atmosphere to it. It's going to be free, and so we think it'll bring out a lot of fans and a lot of folks that just want to experience the game and the game weekend.
This crowd is really about a fan base, and it's going to be about the fans of the two teams that are coming to play, and it's their students and it's their alumni and it's all the fans that have been kind of those lifelong fans, and that's what makes this game so exciting.
The championship campus will open up on January 8th and will go through the 10th and will be free to the public. Fan Central will be held in the convention center. Tickets for the event range from $7 for children and $12 for adults. For Cronkite News in Phoenix, I'm Johnny Soto.
For more on all the stories you saw tonight, visit our website cronkitenews.azpbs.org. That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.